Hello, and welcome back for yet another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Hi, I'm Danae, and this is episode 18. And we're starting off with, yep, you guessed it, tea time. So for this tea, I am doing dandelion and a chamomile vanilla blend. So, while my tea gets to brewing, I am going to go ahead and get started on a very late breakfast, technically lunch, because it's like 4 in the afternoon. I had been up for hours and just wasn't in the mood, one, to cook or to eat. So, finally taking care of that right now. If you watched the previous episode, then you'll remember me making comments about my motor functions when I don't eat. You'll see it in a minute when I drop things on my feet. So for this dish, I'm going to use the remaining half of the turkey kielbasa that I have in my fridge, along with my last piece of Mexican squash and some yellow onion. Because I still have some marinara sauce and peppercorn hummus in my fridge, I'm going to go ahead and combine those two things to make like a creamy kind of savory sauce on top of that. And I'm going to scramble up some eggs to make an omelet, and also do some sweet toast with raspberries on it. So while the sausage crisps up, I'm going to just talk about something completely random, only because I'm looking at it and I'm just impressed with myself. So I repainted my fingernails. Most of my friends and family know that I prefer to do my own nails. So I'm just like admiring what a great job I did on this French manicure. I did a classic on one side, and then I went with like this soft pink on the other. My nails actually were pretty long, so I was like, great, I can do a really cute look. Jack, stop that. Hey, stop that. Thank you. But then, sadly enough, I snapped my pinky finger all the way down to the soft meat while trying to do a yoga move, and ended up having to redo my nails like 2 days later after the pain in my finger stopped. Also, I don't know what it is about my fridge. I'm gonna have to reconfigure where I place my eggs, because legitimately one side of them freezes every time. My poor little brown eggs. So at some point in the near future, I will be doing more frozen egg recipes. Here's that leftover marinara sauce that I mentioned earlier. Just adding that to the pan with some of the hummus and like a splash of water just to help get everything moving and coat the vegetables and the sausage. since I'm feeling a little too lazy to have to clean the entire pan, I'm just going to use this bread to soak up the remaining sauce while I toast it. And look at that, now I've got a nice clean dry pan again. We're gonna go ahead and throw some oil in there and get our eggs in there. I don't know what happened. I think my batteries died without me noticing, because that's all you get of the actual omelet cooking process. So sorry, didn't mean to do it. I mean, you didn't really miss much. I mostly just swirled the eggs around to make sure that I could like create. Jesus Christ, Jack. I gave him some catnip. It's my own fault. Anyway, all I did was really swirl the scrambled eggs around so that it would fill in some of the gaps. And then once they had finished, what was I trying to say? Moving along, ended up adding the Daiya non-dairy shredded cheese over the top, flipped it over into a semicircle, covered it, let it steam, and here we are adding some Violife cream cheese on top. If you have not had this brand before, it's quite stiff for a cream cheese. I can't glitching. I can't entirely contribute the stiffness of it to it being cold. I just think it's hard. It's not an easy to spread cream cheese. So anyway, moving on. I added some fresh raspberries over the top that I almost forgot I had in my fridge, not gonna lie. And I wanted to drizzle honey over this, and then I just couldn't be bothered at that point. As you can see, the mayo and the sriracha were not cooperating. I'm actually very upset with myself because I went to the store and sriracha was on my list. I got so many additional things and not sriracha. So kind of mad at myself on that one. But also, is it just me, or does it look like I made like little Asian characters out of the mayonnaise? Maybe that's just me. Pretty much within like 30 minutes of me finishing my meal and cleaning up everything, I went for a bike ride. I don't know if you can hear that, but my cat is going crazy. I think it was like a 40, oh my god, like a 45-minute bike ride. I think it was roughly 6 miles total. All right. And moving on to another day, I believe this was a Sunday morning. I'm not going to check my calendar to make sure. I'm just going to let you trust me on that. So I am making a protein smoothie for beforehand. I am using one date, some vanilla protein powder, some vanilla protein yogurt, one banana, some frozen fresh blueberries, so frozen blueberries, whatever, some oat milk, some maca powder, and because I found some Ovaltine that I completely forgot I owned, I was like, you know what, let's make it chocolatey, and threw that in there, and then one date for me to snack on. Am I the only person that when I watch this, I'm like, oh my god, Danae, just wipe the lint off your shirt. You have a big old piece of fuzz on your boobs. Just get rid of it. It's bothering me. And then earlier there was some on my pants, and I'm just like, So since this is a Sunday and I spend most of that day with my brother, we go to the gym together, I am going to have my smoothie before I leave the house, but I'm also taking with me some nice hot butterfly pea flower lavender tea, which has notes of blueberry to it, and I'm adding a little hint of lemon just for some zest. So this is how I know for a fact that the time on my camera is wrong and needs to be adjusted. I made that smoothie before 9 o'clock. I had it fully down, drank it by 9:15, met with my brother by 9:30, and then we're at our destination by 10. Meanwhile, it says on the date that it was almost 10 o'clock in the morning. That's incorrect. So for 7 hours, the only thing I had in my system was that smoothie and a date. So by 3:30, which was about 2.5 hours after getting to the gym and doing quite a few exercises, I was famished. So I know it's already passed, but I had a poke bowl with some spring rolls and a CBD tea, which was quite enjoyable. I've really been enjoying those. I ended up getting 2 different ones. Haven't featured the other one yet because I'm literally drinking it right now, but the one that I had was a citrus. Also, this is the yoga session that I had beforehand where I broke my pinky finger ring. No, Jesus. My pinky ring. No! Oh, God, my pinky fingernail. There we go. Wow. Good job. Anyway, I was trying to do a supported headstand, which was kind of the first time that I've really managed to do it, which shows that my upper body strength has definitely improved and that the stability of my core has also improved because I could not do those things before. I also have gotten really, really close to doing a handstand, but I'm a bit of a chicken shit, so I decided to try and do a supported headstand first because it felt more supported. I digress. Anyway, at this point, we are now making rice, beans, and jackfruit tacos. I did mention earlier that I had gone to the grocery store and left with more than I actually went in there for. And why was that, Danae? Because there were BOGO sales. And you can't resist buying things that are BOGO? Clearly not. Right. Yeah, no. That's on me, I guess. Anyway, so I don't remember what I was even in the... No, that's a lie. I was over in the vegetable department to get onion, green onion, and Lord forgive me, I don't know what else. But... point being, over in the vegetable section is where you have the vegan options. And what did I see? Oh, buy one, get one on shredded jackfruit. And I was like, oh, Cool. Let's try that. So I ended up with 2 different flavors, one of which is chili lime and the other one is barbecue. If you have not had jackfruit before, the closest texture that I can possibly give you is that it feels like an artichoke. If you haven't eaten an artichoke, well then I don't know what to tell you, all right? Maybe try exploring more food variety. According to the instructions on the bag, you are supposed to massage. That's a funny word to say. Massage the jackfruit. Sorry, I lost track of what I was trying to say. So you massage the jackfruit. And if you want it to be broken up into more pieces, then you massage it further. And it definitely has like, I want to say connective tissue, but that sounds like something that is more fitted to a type of meat. But where you would cut an artichoke, where it has like that thick, what is it called? Heart of palm? No, is that correct? It doesn't matter. Point being, it is highly similar to artichoke in texture, and I already had those like El Paso taco kit mix blends box set. Words are hard today, clearly. So I made sure to test the jackfruit beforehand, and by golly, gee willikers, was the lime very pronounced in that. Was not a fan of the seasoning that they went with. Texturally speaking, fine, good, gravy, can deal with that. But the lime was just, it was very overwhelming. So I ended up using half of the taco seasoning that came with the taco blend kit. Why do I not know what to call this? Box set for the El Paso tacos. And I put half of that in the beans and the other half into the meat. Taste tested the meat, still couldn't get past the chili lime flavor. So then I decided I was going to use the sauce that came with the box set. And the sauce is spicier than I anticipated. So this was quite tongue-tingling, shall I say. I did enjoy it. What I will say that I did not enjoy, and I don't know why I even bothered to get the box set that comes with the crispy tacos in it. I don't like crispy taco shells, mainly because they end up stale AF really quickly. So why did I do that to myself? I don't know, Danae. What were you thinking? No idea. Now your girl stuck her foot in them beans, I'll tell you what. Actually not really, because I went the lazy route, and like I said, I used the taco seasoning packet, but them beans though, delicious. So when it came time to put everything away, I really did not feel like trying to figure out how to Jenga additional containers into my fridge. It didn't have space for any of that. So I basically just combined everything that was left over. So the fresh red cabbage, the leftover beans, and then the jackfruit all just got like mixed into one, which I think made it better. Yay, finally have a clean kitchen again. we proceeded to waste zero time on making another tea. For this one, it is going to be a vanilla breakfast chai, so I'm going to let it steep overnight. It's going to be 1 packet of the vanilla chai that you saw me show, as well as an English breakfast tea bag and some star anise. And the flavor, so good. I enjoyed quite a bit of that today. And I mean, it only took an entire month before I finally got into the mood for hot chocolate. So I decided I was going to do a caramel hot chocolate. I have coffee cake oatmeal creamer, and then I added a splash of almond horchata simple syrup to that and enjoyed it while the weather was nice and cool. So you'll see that for right now, that chai tea breakfast blend is starting to get some really great tannins to it. It's going to become very, very dark because I'm going to let it steep for about 2 days. And you'll notice that I didn't add my usual honey to it or any kind of sweetener of any kind, because it's literally going to be sitting on the counter for a couple days, just getting richer and deeper flavor. And I'm not trying to attract bugs like that. And there's the hot chocolate. Oh, you thought you were going to get a taste? Just kidding, bestie. I had to make sure it had the right flavor before I gave it to you. Moving on to another day, I had bought these buy one get one, of course, pita pockets that I was clearly too impatient to warm up or properly separate because I was hungry. So I stuffed those with cucumbers, some fresh sliced onions, some mixed greens, and some spicy popcorn chicken, and had that on the side with some french fries and some yogurt with fresh fruit. Okay, so hear me out. I know I don't zoom in on it, but can we just take a moment to appreciate how rich the color is on my tea? Do you see it? Do you see it? It's gorgeous. Not gonna lie, had I been maybe a little more patient with the pita pockets, they would look nicer. I could have, still done the hummus and the mayo and all that other stuff, but put the mixed greens in first and then the cucumber and then the chicken, so you see more than just lettuce. message from two of my friends, and they were like, girl, want to do an escape room? And I said yes, because that's my first time ever. We went and did that, and then afterwards we got dinner together where a third friend met up with us. Funny enough, Sam actually had messaged us while we were in the escape room, but we didn't see it because our phones were locked up. He wanted to get hot pot, so both him and Dom were on the same wavelength, because Dom was like, hey, did you guys want to get hot pot? But both me and Gianna were like, no. So we decided to go to Miller's Ale House. Sam met us there. We shared that pretzel that kind of looked like a cartoon face to me. Cartoon smiley pirate face to be exact. I got sirloin and shrimp. Was not impressed with the shrimp, with a baked potato and the vegetable medley. And then Dom ended up ordering this like ice cream cake situation with fudge that the two of us shared. It was delicious. Oops, looks like we're at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. New episodes release every Sunday and Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified of additional content. Have a great day. Bye.